Question 1. A project team is working on a new software application and has just completed a sprint, delivering a potentially shippable increment. What is the primary focus of the delivery performance domain at this stage? A. Defining stakeholder communication requirements and methods. B. Ensuring the delivered increment meets the project's scope, quality, and performance requirements. C. Identifying potential risks and developing response strategies for future sprints. D. Estimating the resources and budget needed for the next project phase. Answer: B. Ensuring the delivered increment meets the project's scope, quality, and performance requirements. The delivery performance domain is fundamentally concerned with ensuring that the project delivers the scope and quality that the project was undertaken to achieve. When a team completes a sprint and delivers a potentially shippable increment, the core emphasis shifts to verifying that this output genuinely fulfills the defined requirements, including functionality, quality standards, and performance benchmarks. This involves validating that the product increment is usable and meets the acceptance criteria, aligning directly with the domain's objective of producing specified deliverables. Remember, the goal is not just to build something, but to build the right thing, and build it right. Question 2. During the execution of a construction project, the project manager observes that a critical structural component is being installed using a method that deviates from the approved design specifications. What immediate action should the project manager take, aligned with the delivery performance domain? A. Document the deviation and propose it as a change request to the client. B. Instruct the team to stop work on that component immediately and correct the installation method. C. Update the risk register with the potential quality issue. D. Schedule a meeting with the procurement team to review material specifications. Answer: B. Instruct the team to stop work on that component immediately and correct the installation method. The delivery performance domain emphasizes producing deliverables that meet specified requirements and quality standards. Observing a deviation from approved design specifications, especially for a critical component, indicates a direct threat to the quality and integrity of the deliverable. The immediate and most effective action is to stop the non-conforming work to prevent further defects and ensure the project outputs are built correctly from the start. This proactive intervention minimizes rework, avoids cost overruns, and upholds the project's quality baseline. Always prioritize correcting errors at their source to prevent them from propagating through the project. Question 3. A project manager leading an agile software development project is preparing for the sprint review. What is the primary purpose of showcasing the completed increment to stakeholders in terms of the delivery performance domain? A. To gather approval for the budget allocated for the next sprint. B. To update the project schedule with actual progress. C. To validate the delivered value against expectations and gather feedback for adaptation. D. To assess individual team member performance during the sprint. Answer: C. To validate the delivered value against expectations and gather feedback for adaptation. The delivery performance domain focuses on delivering value and ensuring that the project's outputs meet stakeholder needs and expectations. In an agile context, the sprint review is a key event where the completed increment is demonstrated to stakeholders, allowing them to see the tangible results and provide immediate feedback. This direct validation helps ensure that what has been built truly delivers the intended value and allows the team to adapt future work based on this feedback, embodying the iterative and value-driven nature of agile delivery. Think of it as a continuous reality check to keep the project aligned with stakeholder desires. Question 4. A project has just completed its final deliverables and submitted them for client acceptance. Which document is crucial for formalizing that these deliverables meet the agreed-upon requirements and signify the successful completion of the delivery performance domain's activities? A. Project Management Plan Updates. B. Lessons Learned Register. C. Acceptance Document or Sign-Off. D. Risk Report. Answer: C. Acceptance Document or Sign-Off. The delivery performance domain culminates in the successful production and acceptance of project deliverables. An acceptance document or formal sign-off from the client or sponsor is crucial because it legally and formally confirms that the delivered outputs meet the agreed-upon requirements and quality standards. This document signifies that the client has reviewed and approved the deliverables, transitioning the project from delivery to closure and often triggering final payments or transitions. Always aim for clear, documented acceptance to confirm project success and avoid future disputes. Question 5. In a predictive project, a change request is approved that adds a new feature to the product scope. How does this specifically impact the delivery performance domain? A. It necessitates a complete rebaselining of the project schedule from scratch. B. It requires the project team to reassess how the new feature will be incorporated into the existing development plans and deliverables. C. It automatically increases the project budget by a fixed percentage. D. It primarily impacts the stakeholder engagement plan, requiring more frequent communication. Answer: B. It requires the project team to reassess how the new feature will be incorporated into the existing development plans and deliverables. When a new feature is approved, it directly affects the scope of what needs to be delivered, which is a core concern of the delivery performance domain. The project team must then evaluate how this new scope will integrate with the current work breakdown structure, design, development, and testing processes. This assessment ensures that the project can still produce all necessary deliverables, including the new feature, while maintaining quality and managing potential impacts on schedule and cost. It's about adapting the delivery approach to meet the revised scope without compromising quality or efficiency. Question 6. A project manager is conducting a walkthrough of a recently completed module with the quality assurance team. This activity primarily aims to ensure that the module adheres to the established quality metrics and performance criteria. This is an example of what process within the delivery performance domain. A. Plan quality management. B. Perform quality assurance. C. Control quality. D. Validate scope. Answer: C. Control quality. Control quality is the process of monitoring and recording results of executing the quality activities to assess performance and recommend necessary changes. In this scenario, the walkthrough with the quality assurance team, specifically checking adherence to established quality metrics and performance criteria for a completed module, is a direct application of controlling quality. This process identifies defects and ensures that deliverables are fit for purpose and meet specifications before formal acceptance. It's like having a final inspection before packaging a product for shipment. Question 7. A critical path activity on a predictive project is experiencing delays due to unforeseen technical challenges. From the perspective of the delivery performance domain, what is the most important immediate action for the project manager? A. Inform stakeholders about the delay and wait for their guidance. B. Adjust the project budget to account for potential cost overruns. C. Work with the team to identify solutions to mitigate the delay and assess its impact on the final deliverable date. D. Initiate a formal risk audit to update the risk register. Answer: C. Work with the team to identify solutions to mitigate the delay and assess its impact on the final deliverable date. The delivery performance domain is focused on delivering the project scope on time and within budget. When a critical path activity faces delays, it directly threatens the project's ability to meet its scheduled delivery date. The most important immediate action is to proactively work with the team to find solutions to overcome the technical challenges, mitigate the delay, and understand the ripple effect on the overall project timeline. This demonstrates effective control over the project's progress and commitment to meeting the final delivery commitments. Proactive problem solving is key to keeping the project on track. Question 8. An agile project team has identified an opportunity to deliver a specific feature set earlier than originally planned, providing immediate business value. This decision aligns with which principle of the delivery performance domain? A. Solely focusing on cost optimization. B. Maximizing the amount of work not done. C. Delivering value incrementally and iteratively. D. Strictly adhering to the initial scope baseline. Answer: C. Delivering value incrementally and iteratively. The delivery performance domain, especially in agile contexts, emphasizes delivering value incrementally and iteratively. Identifying an opportunity to deliver a feature set earlier to provide immediate business value perfectly embodies this principle. Instead of waiting for a large, complete product, valuable components are delivered in smaller, usable chunks, allowing stakeholders to benefit sooner and provide early feedback. This approach enables faster realization of benefits and greater adaptability to changing needs. Remember, early and continuous delivery of valuable software is a core Agile principle. Question 9. During project execution, a project manager frequently reviews the work performance data against the project baselines to understand variances. What is the primary purpose of this activity within the delivery performance domain? A. To update the organizational process assets. B. To determine if the project is on track to deliver its scope, schedule, and cost objectives. C. To prepare for the next stakeholder meeting. D. To identify new project risks. Answer: B. To determine if the project is on track to deliver its scope, schedule, and cost objectives. The delivery performance domain involves managing the project's scope, schedule, and cost to produce the desired deliverables. Reviewing work performance data against baselines, which are the approved versions of the scope statement, WBS, schedule, and cost budget, is a crucial activity to monitor how effectively the project is progressing against its established plans. This helps the project manager identify any deviations or variances that might impact the project's ability to deliver its outputs as planned, allowing for timely corrective actions. Baselines act as your navigational chart, showing you if you're headed in the right direction. Question 10. A project team is developing a prototype for a new product. What is the key objective of this prototyping effort within the delivery performance domain? A. To complete all product features in a compressed timeline. B. To obtain early feedback and validate requirements with stakeholders before full-scale development. C. To provide a definitive budget estimate for the entire project. D. To reduce the number of quality control checks required. Answer: B. To obtain early feedback and validate requirements with stakeholders before full-scale development. Prototyping is a valuable technique within the delivery performance domain, particularly for managing scope and ensuring that what is delivered meets actual needs. The primary objective of creating a prototype is to provide a tangible representation of a product or feature, allowing stakeholders to interact with it and provide early, constructive feedback. This validation process helps to refine requirements, reduce ambiguities, and prevent costly rework later in the project, ultimately leading to a more effective and accepted final deliverable. Think of it as a low-cost way to test your assumptions before committing significant resources. Question 11. What role does acceptance criteria play in the delivery performance domain, especially in agile projects? A. It defines the team's workload for the next iteration. B. It provides the conditions that must be met for a deliverable to be considered complete and acceptable by stakeholders. C. It outlines the technical architecture of the solution. D. It dictates the communication frequency with the client. Answer: B. It provides the conditions that must be met for a deliverable to be considered complete and acceptable by stakeholders. Acceptance criteria are critical in the delivery performance domain as they explicitly define the measurable conditions that a deliverable must satisfy to be deemed complete and acceptable by its users or stakeholders. In agile projects, these criteria ensure that the team understands exactly what "done" means for each increment or feature, allowing for clear validation during sprint reviews. By establishing these criteria up front, the project ensures that the outputs align with expectations, minimizing ambiguity and rework. Always ensure your deliverables meet clear, measurable criteria for successful acceptance. Question 12. A project manager on a large, complex infrastructure project is reviewing the definition of done, DoD, with the team. What is the primary purpose of a well-defined DoD in the context of the delivery performance domain? A. To specify the project's overall budget constraints. B. To ensure all work products meet a consistent level of quality and completeness before being considered finished. C. To outline the roles and responsibilities of each team member. D. To establish the communication plan for stakeholder updates. Answer: B. To ensure all work products meet a consistent level of quality and completeness before being considered finished. The definition of done, DoD, is a crucial artifact within the delivery performance domain, especially in agile and hybrid environments. It serves as a shared understanding among the team and stakeholders about what criteria a deliverable must satisfy to be considered genuinely complete and ready for release or acceptance. A well-defined DoD ensures consistency in quality, reduces ambiguity, and prevents partially finished work from being mistaken for complete items, thereby safeguarding the integrity of the delivered product. It's like a checklist ensuring every ingredient is present and prepared perfectly before a dish is served. Question 13. A project team is working on a new product release. They decide to release a minimum viable product, MVP, first, with core functionality, and then gather user feedback for subsequent enhancements. This approach directly supports which aspect of the delivery performance domain? A. Maximizing resource utilization. B. Delivering maximum value early and iteratively. C. Minimizing stakeholder engagement. D. Completing all project phases sequentially. Answer: B. Delivering maximum value early and iteratively. The concept of a minimum viable product, MVP, is central to the delivery performance domain's emphasis on value delivery, especially in agile contexts. By releasing an MVP with core functionality first, the project team aims to deliver the most essential value to users as early as possible. This allows for immediate user feedback, which then informs subsequent iterative enhancements, ensuring that future development is aligned with actual user needs and maximizing the value delivered over time. It's about getting the most important parts of your solution into users' hands quickly to learn and adapt. Question 14. A project manager notices that the current pace of work for a critical activity is slower than planned, potentially impacting the project's overall completion date. Which specific aspect of the delivery performance domain is most directly affected? A. Benefits realization. B. Cost management. C. Schedule management. D. Resource acquisition. Answer: C. Schedule management. The delivery performance domain involves managing the project's schedule to ensure timely completion of deliverables. When the pace of work on a critical activity slows down, it directly affects the project's schedule, potentially delaying the overall completion date. Effective schedule management within this domain requires monitoring progress, identifying variances, and taking corrective actions to bring the project back on track or to mitigate the impact of delays on the final delivery. Keeping a close eye on your schedule is like watching the clock to ensure you catch your flight on time. Question 15. A project is facing numerous approved change requests that are adding significant scope. The project manager must manage these changes effectively to ensure timely delivery. This scenario highlights the importance of managing changes within which aspect of the delivery performance domain. A. Product design and development only. B. Value delivery and adaptation. C. Stakeholder management exclusively. D. Risk identification. Answer: B. Value delivery and adaptation. In the delivery performance domain, managing changes is crucial for ensuring that the project continues to deliver value despite evolving requirements. Approved change requests, especially those adding significant scope, necessitate adapting the project's delivery approach, plans, and potentially its existing deliverables. The focus is on how to incorporate these changes efficiently while still maximizing the value delivered, ensuring quality, and minimizing negative impacts on existing commitments. It's about deftly adjusting your course to navigate new requirements while still reaching your destination with the most beneficial outcome. Question 16. A project manager is conducting a lessons learned session at the end of a project iteration. How does this activity contribute to the delivery performance domain? A. It primarily focuses on closing contracts with vendors. B. It helps identify process improvements that can enhance future delivery efficiency and effectiveness. C. It is solely for reviewing individual team member performance. D. It updates the project's financial budget for the next phase. Answer: B. It helps identify process improvements that can enhance future delivery efficiency and effectiveness. The delivery performance domain emphasizes continuous improvement and learning from experience to enhance future delivery. A lessons learned session, especially after an iteration, is a vital mechanism for the team to reflect on what went well, what didn't, and what could be done better regarding how deliverables were produced. The insights gained directly contribute to refining processes, tools, and techniques, thereby improving the efficiency and effectiveness of future project delivery activities. Learning from every completed piece of work helps build a stronger and more capable delivery team. Question 17. The project team has completed a significant phase of work and is preparing to transition the deliverable to the operations team for ongoing maintenance and support. What is a key consideration for the project manager regarding this transition within the delivery performance domain? A. Ensuring all project team members are immediately reassigned. B. Confirming the operational readiness of the deliverable and the receiving team's capability to support it. C. Liquidating all project assets and contracts. D. Developing a new risk management plan for the operational phase. Answer: B. Confirming the operational readiness of the deliverable and the receiving team's capability to support it. The delivery performance domain includes the successful handover of project deliverables. A crucial consideration during transition is ensuring that the deliverable is not only complete and accepted but also operationally ready, meaning it functions as intended in its live environment. Equally important is confirming that the receiving operations team has the necessary training, documentation, and resources to effectively maintain and support the deliverable going forward. A smooth transition is essential to ensure the long-term value and sustainability of the project's output. Don't just build it, ensure it can be sustained effectively. Question 18. A project team is implementing a complex feature. They decide to break it down into smaller, manageable subcomponents, delivering each one as it becomes functional, rather than waiting for the entire feature to be complete. This approach is characteristic of A. Predictive lifecycle management. B. Waterfall methodology. C. Incremental delivery. D. Scope verification. Answer: C. Incremental delivery. Incremental delivery is a key characteristic within the delivery performance domain, particularly in agile or hybrid approaches. It involves breaking down a larger deliverable or feature into smaller, functional components that can be delivered sequentially. This allows stakeholders to see and utilize parts of the product earlier, providing value incrementally and allowing for feedback to be incorporated into subsequent increments. This contrasts with delivering the entire feature at once, reducing risk and increasing responsiveness. Think of it as building a house one room at a time, making each room usable as it's finished. Question 19. During the project execution, a stakeholder expresses concerns about the quality of some completed deliverables, stating they do not fully meet their expectations despite meeting technical specifications. What is the project manager's most appropriate action to address this within the delivery performance domain? A. Explain to the stakeholder that the deliverables meet technical specifications. B. Revisit the requirements and acceptance criteria with the stakeholder to understand the perceived gap and identify potential rework. C. Initiate formal dispute resolution processes. D. Document the stakeholders' concerns in the lessons learned register for future projects. Answer: B. Revisit the requirements and acceptance criteria with the stakeholder to understand the perceived gap and identify potential rework. The delivery performance domain is not just about meeting technical specifications, but ultimately about delivering value and satisfying stakeholder needs. When a stakeholder expresses dissatisfaction, even if technical specs are met, it indicates a potential misalignment between expectations and delivery. Revisiting requirements and acceptance criteria helps to understand the underlying gap in understanding or definition, allowing the project manager to identify necessary rework or adjustments to meet the true perceived value. Effective delivery involves continuous validation that outputs genuinely serve the intended purpose. Question 20. A project team regularly conducts daily stand-up meetings. How do these meetings contribute to the effective execution of the delivery performance domain? A. They are primarily for assigning new tasks to team members for the week. B. They ensure team members are aware of progress, upcoming work, and impediments affecting delivery. C. They serve as a formal review of project costs against the budget. D. They are used to update the project management plan with major changes. Answer: B. They ensure team members are aware of progress, upcoming work, and impediments affecting delivery. Daily stand-up meetings, or daily scrums, are a critical component for effective delivery, especially in agile projects. These brief, frequent meetings enable the team to synchronize on recent progress, plan their immediate work for the day, and quickly identify any impediments that might hinder their ability to deliver. By fostering transparency and rapid communication, they help the team stay aligned, self-organize to address challenges, and maintain momentum towards the successful completion of their sprint or iteration goals. Staying informed about daily progress helps the team proactively tackle issues that could impact delivery. Question 21. A project manager is reviewing performance metrics such as cycle time and throughput for an agile project. These metrics are particularly useful for assessing and improving which aspect of the delivery performance domain? A. Stakeholder engagement. B. Financial profitability. C. Predictability and efficiency of value delivery. D. Resource allocation for administrative tasks. Answer: C. Predictability and efficiency of value delivery. Cycle time, the time it takes for a work item to go from start to finish, and throughput, the number of work items completed per unit of time, are key metrics within the delivery performance domain for agile projects. These metrics provide insights into the team's ability to consistently deliver value, indicating the efficiency and predictability of their delivery process. By analyzing these, project managers and teams can identify bottlenecks, improve workflows, and forecast future delivery capabilities more accurately, ultimately enhancing the speed and reliability of value delivery. Understanding your team's flow helps predict when deliverables will be ready. Question 22. The project sponsor raises a concern that the delivered product, while technically functional, does not fully integrate with existing legacy systems as seamlessly as expected, causing operational inefficiencies. This issue primarily relates to a gap in which aspect of the delivery performance domain? A. Resource management. B. Benefits realization. C. Configuration management. D. Scope validation and quality assurance. Answer: D. Scope validation and quality assurance. While the product is technically functional, the lack of seamless integration points to an issue where either the scope was not fully validated against the complete operational context, or the quality assurance process did not adequately test for this crucial integration aspect. The delivery performance domain focuses on ensuring that deliverables meet both explicit and implicit requirements, including their fit within the larger ecosystem. This indicates a failure in validating that the delivered solution truly provides the intended holistic functionality and quality as perceived by the end users and the operational environment. Always ensure your deliverables fit perfectly into their intended environment, not just stand alone. Question 23. To ensure that project deliverables are aligned with current requirements and the overall business strategy, the project team regularly reviews product backlog items with key stakeholders. This activity directly supports which continuous process within the delivery performance domain? A. Managing project costs. B. Defining team roles. C. Validating and refining scope. D. Controlling project schedule. Answer: C. Validating and refining scope. The delivery performance domain requires ongoing validation and refinement of scope, especially in adaptive environments. Regularly reviewing product backlog items with key stakeholders ensures that the work plan for delivery remains aligned with their evolving needs and the overarching business strategy. This proactive engagement helps prevent scope creep while also ensuring that the team is always building the most valuable features, thereby optimizing the utility and acceptance of the final deliverables. Continuously checking in with stakeholders is like recalibrating your compass to ensure you're always heading towards the most valuable destination. Question 24. A project manager identifies that the current testing process is creating a bottleneck, significantly slowing down the delivery of completed features. What approach, relevant to the delivery performance domain, should the project manager consider to improve this situation? A. Reduce the scope of testing to speed up delivery. B. Implement process improvements, such as automation or parallel testing, to enhance flow. C. Outsource all testing activities to a third party. D. Reassign the entire development team to focus solely on testing. Answer: B. Implement process improvements, such as automation or parallel testing, to enhance flow. The delivery performance domain emphasizes optimizing the flow of work to ensure efficient and effective delivery. When a bottleneck like a slow testing process is identified, the most effective approach is to implement process improvements designed to eliminate or alleviate that bottleneck. Techniques such as test automation or parallel testing can significantly enhance efficiency, allowing deliverables to move through the pipeline faster without compromising quality. Focusing on improving the process itself is key to sustainable and high-performing delivery. Question 25. What is the ultimate objective of the delivery performance domain in any project lifecycle? A. To minimize project costs irrespective of outcomes. B. To ensure all project risks are completely eliminated. C. To deliver the project scope and quality expected to achieve the project's objectives and intended value. D. To maximize the number of changes implemented throughout the project. Answer: C. To deliver the project scope and quality expected to achieve the project's objectives and intended value. The ultimate objective of the delivery performance domain is to successfully produce the project's outputs and deliverables, ensuring they meet the defined scope and quality requirements. This directly supports the achievement of the project's overall objectives and the realization of its intended value. It's about ensuring that the project doesn't just produce something, but that it produces the right thing, in the right way, to achieve the desired benefits. The entire domain revolves around turning plans into tangible, valuable results.